Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Tuplex. Since the last episode, I've done a couple things. First of all, I added another iron mine. On the one I've got now, some of the miners are starting to mine out on this first column here. I posted a poll and I asked everybody if they would like to see me set up new mining outposts whenever I run out, or if they would rather that I use creative mod and essentially just create, for example, I could just create a patch that covers all these mining drills and set the richness to 10 million per tile, which would essentially guarantee that they never run out. I was hoping that everybody would want me to do that, but but the majority of people, over 2/3, I would say, want to see me work for it. So I set up another iron mine. If I have to do this very often, I might use creative mod, despite what the poll says. But for now, this is okay. So I now have 16 mining stations. I have room for a couple more over here. And then I expanded the iron depot to accept 20 trains in total, I believe. Yeah, 10 per side. Okay, so I got plenty of iron now. Another thing I did over here is I set up this cute little setup to make concrete. Looks like these chests are pretty much full now. So I'm just mining into an electric furnace to make the stone brick. I put 1 speed module each in those because the miner was just a little bit too slow to keep these things running full time. So 1 speed module each did the trick, and then a couple miners for the iron ore, and then I got water from this big lake over here. So I've got 2 chests full of concrete. The reason I did that is because I needed concrete to make more nuclear reactors, and I'll need it for centrifuges as well. So I just needed to have a small supply of concrete somewhere on the map. And since I'm not doing it in the main base anymore, I decided to set it up over here since I have water and stone close to the iron. So I got that going. And then with that concrete, I did expand the power plant. So I'm now running on 6 reactors, which is about as much as I can handle with the 8 centrifuges that I have now. Now I can always add more centrifuges to this because I'm easily mining fast enough to feed these 8. But I'm hoping that before too long, I'm going to have, in fact, very soon, I'm going to have Covarex enrichment research. So that won't be quite so critical. But for now, we got six reactors. This should give me about 800 megawatts of power. Right now, we're using about 350, and we've got plenty of capacity remaining. I just now finished all the research that I can do with the yellow science packs. So I'm going to turn off auto research. And then I'll turn on purple science for the next time we use it. But I want to queue up a few things myself. So the first thing I want to get with the purple science is, let's do nuclear fuel reprocessing so I can start to use up the spent fuel cells. And then we'll do Covarex enrichment immediately after that. And then I think I'll do mining productivity after that. And yeah. Let's do robot, logistics, robot speed, let's do that robot first, robot speed, yeah, and that'll be fine. And then after that, I probably won't care too much what gets researched in what order. Okay, So that's what I've been doing. Now I am up here at the purple science area. I've set up some stations to bring in ingredients. I've got my exit station set up. I haven't built anything yet, but I thought it would be fun to use the factory planner again. So let's do that. So I've already put in here a new subfactory for the production science pack. I put in 11.25, and remember this is going to be multiplied by 8, but I want to calculate for a single column that I'm going to repeat 8 times. So 11.25 is the target of 90 divided by 8, and that tells me I need 1.7 assembly machines. We'll round that up to 2. And then the ingredients that it's showing me are rail, electric furnaces, and productivity modules. Now, I'm not going to bring any of these things in by train. So what I want to do is I want to keep adding ingredients to make until I break it down into the components that I will actually bring in by train. All right, so let's start with the rail. So if I left click on the rail, it'll add it down here as a recipe. I'm going to be using the blue assemblers. For that, I need stone, steel, and iron stick. Okay, now stone and steel I will bring in by train. Iron stick I will not. So let's plug in the recipe for that as well. Okay, and then that gives me iron plate. All right, so that's what we'll need for the rail component. For the electric furnaces, steel red circuits and stone brick. So again, the stone brick I'm not making externally. I'm going to smelt that on site. Looks like I need 1 furnace. Bringing in stone for that. And then finally the productivity modules. I need green and red circuits. Okay. So now you can see ingredients are stone, steel, iron plate, advanced circuits, and electronic circuits. Those are all items that I have on the train network, and there are 5 of those. And coincidentally, I have 5 stations set up here. What do you know? Okay, so let me see that again. And these are all, yeah, those are all coming from depots. So I need to make that station like this one. Okay, so stone, steel, and of all of these, let's see which one has the highest rate of consumption. I think stone is going to have the highest rate of consumption because I need that for the furnaces as well as for the rail. So I'm going to have stone. I'm going to have 2 mixed belts and then 1 full belt. So I'll have stone on the full belt. So I'll put stone up here. Okay, and stone is going to be 2,000 per wagon, so that's fine. And then I can set this to the stone 1 schema, and then I just need to rename it. Production science pack, item equals stone, unload. Okay, so that one's on the way. This one is already set for steel, so that's great. I spelled science wrong. Okay, that's 8,000. Yeah, which are stacks of 100, so that's fine. And we'll set that to steel 1. Okay, green circuits we're going to need as well. Green circuits is set to 8,000. That is, I think that's a single stack. Yeah, it is. Or that's half a wagon. I'll leave it. I think that'll be fine. All right, so let's rename this one. Set its priority. There we go. And then I also need red circuits, and I need, actually, oh, I wish I hadn't done that. Okay, good. You never mind. I should really be mixing green circuits and red circuits on the same belt. Since those are going to be used for the modules. All right, so let's do green and red down here. Copy, copy. So those are both 8,000 now. Okay. And then this one I'll change to iron plate. And then that's going to be 4,000. Okay. So let's clear that, and then I should be able to put this back. Okay. Well, I'm glad I caught that before the train arrived. Okay, and then I can rename that and take the X out. Okay, and then this one is red circuits. Okay, while I'm waiting for these components to load, I did upgrade my armor, as you can see. So I got the Power Armor Mark II. I loaded in 2 fusion reactors. I doubled my batteries, so I got 4 batteries now. I've got 4 Mark II RoboPorts, which allows me to run 100 bots in total. I still have my night glasses and my belt immunity. I just filled out the rest of the 4 squares with solar panels there. And I still have room for 3 more RoboPorts or another exoskeleton, you know, or whatever. I've got 6x2 slots left over. I'm not sure what to put there. In a normal game, I would probably put defensive stuff there, like energy shields and personal laser defense, but since there's no biters on this map, I don't really need that. Okay, and it seems that iron... Why am I not getting any iron yet? P is 1. Oh, it's because it's still got a... It's still showing a request for circuits there. Okay, I'm not quite sure how to reset it, so I guess I'll just plop down a new one. Okay, now there's a request for iron. 3 trains on the way. Unfortunately. So... All right. Well, I guess we're going to get some extra iron here. There we go. Okay, I'll take the second one because it's going to want to bring 2 of them anyway. And then I'll set this one to manual. And I'll send it back to the depot. And hopefully it won't come back. Okay, good. So we got everything we need now. So what should I build first? Only 1 furnace. Is that really going to be enough? Well, it says it is. Okay, so I need... Why don't we do... I don't know. Why don't we do the modules first? And I suppose I don't need these undergrounds here, right? Okay, so as usual, we're going to try to build within a 7-tile space. Okay, so we'll try for 3 belts. We'll do 3 belts per side like we did before, actually like that. Okay, so if these are modules, I can have these pull from the near belt. Well, no, you know what? I should build whatever will allow me to eliminate one of the ingredients first. So let's do... Let's do rail first, because then I can use the iron plate, and then I can take iron plate off the belt as soon as I'm done with it. Okay, so I need 1 machine making sticks, and then a machine making the rail. And I'm going to do this so I can remember what goes where. Okay. So let's just put the iron and steel on this belt. Okay. So we'll do this. This is going to need the steel as well. And then it's also going to need the stone. Yeah, and I wish these belts were in a different order. I suppose they could be. Well, it doesn't matter, does it? No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. All right, so that's iron and steel. This one is stone. And this one is circuits. Okay. All right. Okay, so this is going to be iron sticks. This is going to be rail. All right. Let me move that down. Whoops. All right, so in this case, I need to pull iron from the 3rd belt, so I need to have an inserter right there. And then here I need steel and stone. So I'm going to have 2 inserters there to pull from the 2nd and the 3rd belt. And then at that point, okay, at that point, I don't need the iron. Actually, at this point, I don't need the iron anymore. So how do I get that off the belt so that I can put rail where the iron is right now? I only need iron to come this far. So let's see. So normally what I could do, we could do that. Okay. So this way the steel is going to be on the inside of the belt, and then I can put the rail out onto the outside of the belt. Okay, let's tighten that up a little bit. Okay, so there's my rail. Next we can do, I guess it doesn't matter what we do. If I do the furnace next, then the stone won't be needed anymore. Okay, so the furnaces, I need an electric furnace to make stone brick. And then that'll be the end of the stone. Let's put it here. All right, so at that point, I don't need stone anymore. All right, and then on this one, I'm going to have rail and steel. And I think I also need steel for the electric furnaces. Yeah. All right, so let's do that. So stone brick will go direct. And then I need red circuits and steel plate. So red circuits I'll get from this belt. The steel I'm going to get from that belt. Okay, I can't do that, can I? Okay, so that's all those ingredients, and then I can output onto this belt. Because this belt is now empty since the stone is no longer required. And then after that, I think I need 2 machines on modules. Yep, 1.2. Okay. And then after this, I'm done with the steel. Yeah, I guess I'll just continue to carry that down. All right, so these are going to be like that. Okay. All right, because here the furnaces are going to be on the far side of the belt. I'll put the modules on the inside of the belt. Okay, so on this one I'm going to have rail and steel. And then on this one I'm going to have modules and furnaces. I really don't need the steel anymore at this point, but I don't see any reason not to take it off the belt. Okay, and then we'll have 2 machines making the science packs from these 2 belts. Okay, so we can do that. And then we can output onto the near belt and have that continue on. And then we just need to power everything up. So put one there, put one there, one there, and one there. And then we'll throw in a light. Let's see, put one there, put one there, put one there. Okay, that should do it. I suppose I should test it with this one before I start to copy. So let's do that. Okay, we need another power pole. Okay, there's the first electric furnace. Now this has a 21-second crafting time, so as long as this is making the furnaces in less than 10 seconds, then we should be good. Yeah, and there's another one. And then this one should start to get a furnace or two eventually. Is it never going to get a furnace? Okay, no, it should get this one. This next one will go to the farm machine. Hurry up. Here we go. And there we go. Okay, I'm satisfied. So we'll turn that off. And then I'll copy all this. Seven times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, and then I'm going to remove the power poles from this one just so I give the other ones a chance to catch up. I've got, looks like 6 science packs on the belts there, so I'll wait until I've got 6 science packs on all the other belts, and then I'll turn that one on again. Okay, I'll just wait till the belt gets full. All right. I rather like this build. I kind of enjoy the challenge of making these things as compact as possible. Alright, so as soon as I see that second machine get a furnace, that's when we're going to power up this last one again. So I think it'll be after this next cycle. Alright, because now it's going to eat up the next one, and then the one after that is the one that's going to make it to the end. Okay. All right. Almost perfect timing. Okay. Now comes the fun part. How many belts have I got? Not enough, it seems. But this will certainly go much, much faster with 100 upgraded bots than it was going with 40 slow ones. Okay, let's do a little more. Alright, and then I need to get more belts from my train, which should have 2,000 in there. Almost. I'll take half of them. That's control right click, I think. I don't even remember some of these controls anymore until I actually do them, just because I've, they're kind of second nature for me at this point. Oh, man. Okay. I could have just put another belt there, but this is too perfect. Okay. We now have all of the 6 initial science packs. The only thing we don't have is space science. And unfortunately, when I did all the calculations for 90 science packs a minute, I did not include space science. So that means that once we've done all the non-infinite research, we can build a rocket and get space science, but I'm not going to be able to build a rocket and continue to produce all the science packs at the same rate. I kind of wish I had included 90 per minute of space science as well, but I didn't, and I didn't realize it until I was already about halfway to the point that I'm at now, so I decided just to go with it. All right, so now we need, I don't need those furnaces anymore. Now we need a train. So let's request some wagons, or some locos, and some wagons. And actually I can get rid of this silly thing now, since I have requester chests. I'll just put a requester chest there for solid fuel. And we'll throw it on there when I have it. Now these should be requesting 1,000 belts each. I think I need to change this back to a provider chest. Yeah. So I guess buffer chests don't pull from storage chests. Or wait, no, that was a buffer chest. So buffer chests don't pull from other buffer chests. Alright, well I can change it to a buffer chest when I need to. Right now I don't need it to be a buffer chest. It's fine like this. When I start using blue belts, then at that point I will need the yellow belts to go there instead of into my train. But for now I'd rather have them in my train. Okay, so production science pack load until full or 120 seconds of inactivity. And then unload until empty. Okay, and I'm going to limit these like I have all the others. Okay. Let's get some science going. Okay, and that gives me 552 already. That's not bad. Alright, so I'll send this on just to get that first load going. This load should last at least 120 seconds. Ah, what a happy day. All right, so now we can reprocess those spent fuel cells. I've got a little bit of time, so why don't we do that before we end the episode. Oh, by the way, I put an afterburner in my jet here. Maybe I should put another one too. Yes, I think I should put another one. Anyway, this makes it quite a fast vehicle. It still takes a while to accelerate, but it gets up to a pretty high top speed. So I think at this point it's faster than the trains. Alright, so let's see what we need for that reprocessing. Alright, we only need the fuel cells. And 5 fuel cells turn into 3 pieces of uranium. I've got quite a lot of them now. So how long does that take? 60 seconds. I'm going to be making, well, right now, well, let's say I go up to 10, you know, like I said before, this is designed to go up to 10 reactors. So let's say I go up to 10 reactors. And they take 200 seconds each. So that's one every 20 seconds. One every 20 seconds. So 5 every 100 seconds. Yeah, so one machine. So what I can do is I could just place one machine in each of these cells doing the reprocessing, and then I can send the uranium back up north. Oh, I need a centrifuge for that. Okay, that means I'm going to need some concrete. Alright, how much do I need for a centrifuge? 100. Well, you know what, I'll just load up my inventory and I'll take the rest back to the base so I don't have to come here so often. Okay, I also need gears, which I can get here. And I might as well make several of these. I'll make 5, that way I can get my Covarex enrichment started as soon as this is done. So I'll use 1 for the reprocessing and 5 for, and 4 for Covarex enrichment. Alright, steel, I'm going to need more. And then I need a bunch of red circuits, which I have up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. I don't need all those red circuits. Nor do I need that. And then I'm going to have to decide what to do next. Well, I guess next we should set up a rocket silo, right? Okay, so let me clean this up a bit. Sorry for all these noises. Okay, so we can have the loop do this. Alright, these go on the inside of the belt. I don't need to filter out these spent cells because they're going to be picked up automatically by the centrifuge now. And then I'll just put the output on a belt here and send that back up to the processing area. course, I'm going to have to process all the ones that are backed up. So I'll use, yeah. Okay. So I'll have to get some extra processing going on to use up all the ones that we've already accumulated. And then, I've got so much of this stuff stored up. I guess I can just bring it down here and dump it into the storage along with the rest of it. Okay. Looks like I might need to make some more centrifuges. No. There we go. Why is that in my trash slot? Okay. Okay, well, that'll take a while. Yeah, okay, great. Five in and three out. Okay, well, I'll make some more centrifuges then in between episodes. Whoops. Okay, that's unacceptable. So someone told me if you set an output filter for something like fish or deconstruction planners, then nothing will ever collect there on the end of that belt. So we'll try it. Okay, seems like it works. All right, well, that's going to do it for today. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. See you next time. Bye-bye.